Where have you been? Hurry up and unload the truck. I need to go get the lab ready.
Great, now they're making us do manual labor too? This is turning out to be more of a pain than I thought.
Yeah, somehow it is. But well.
Haruka, any word from Kyoka or Kagero?
Not yet. It's hard to get a good signal to Mizuhagawa. I think it's because of the extinction belt above.
I see. Then let's get this over with.
Can you all hear me? Great, you're all right.
What about Kagero?
You know me. I'd normally say I'm ship-shape, but we've actually found ourselves in a tight spot.
It wasn't Kodama's men in Mizuhagawa. It was Yuito platoon, and they noticed the truck.
Yuito platoon? Did you two...
Yes. We couldn't have anyone following the truck. So we did what we had to do, which was fight them.
It was only to buy some time, though. Then we used Major Kyoka's duplication and my invisibility to lose them. Which is how the story would go in a perfect world, but they've got Tsugumi's eyes on their side.
Ah, her clairvoyance. We can't let our guards down.
We'll try to rendezvous back with you after we throw them off our trail. You should still be careful, though.
Copy that. Contact us if anything happens.
Sorry, guys. Due to the extinction belt, I can't track Yuito platoon.
Well, there's nothing we can really do about that. We just have to finish this annoying work first.
We managed to get one truck unloaded. They all look like the same boxes. Shiden, what's wrong? Are you tired?
What? No, I'm not tired. I was just curious what this cargo was, that's it.
Shiden?
Damn!
Shiden!
What are you doing? You can't unlock private cargo just because you're curious.
No, it just unlocked on its own.
But wasn't that your electricity?
What is it? Did you find an other inside or something?
Look.
Hmm? What is it? This is...
A human head?
This one too. All of these cases. They're filled with heads.
What are they going to use them for? Wait.
Food?
Naomi said she takes the medication in the Ampoules. These are probably used to research the other weapons.
Or maybe... No, I shouldn't be tossing around any theories at this point.
So basically, these human heads are being transported from Togetsu?
That researcher mentioned getting the lab ready. We might be able to find something if we search the facility.
We're not done unloading the truck, but I can't stop thinking about this. Let's go check out where he went.
Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Scarlet Nexus. In the last part, we had an encounter with Kyoko and Kagero, which in fact just tried to lure us away from the transporters, and turns out those things are human brains. So without further ado, let us just proceed onward and uncover the truth.
It won't open. I guess sneaking in is going to be harder than I thought.
They don't really have Arashi, huh?
I can't use my clairvoyance on any of these doors.
Who are...
Uh-oh. Oh! 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 That was one dude!
Forgive the rough
One
treatment.
dude! You didn't have... Oh!
Don't worry, we only knocked him out. He won't be waking up for a while.
Wow, all three of you were amazing.
Thanks. I couldn't even move. I'm glad I have people like you who can make such quick decisions.
Hold on. This might be a key card for the door.
Nice find, Tsugumi. We shouldn't have a problem getting in now.
This puts us in enemy territory. I need to be ready for anything.
Okay, let's try this door.
Okay then, keycard number 1. That means... yeah, for pretty much every door I need a keycard now, right? Well, okay, since we already visited this place before, this is going to be quick, since... yeah, I'm going to skip most of the things, right? Or... that doesn't seem like there are different types of enemies around. Let me just quickly check the map. Yeah, looks like it's pretty much the same. Okay then, I see you in the next cutscene. Or something like that.
Really do hate this place. The stench is just awful.
I was right.
It can't be.
Oh, it definitely is. Others feed on human brains, and this facility houses others, and...
Ampoules.
How could... these Ampoules... but that means Naomi...
Intruders were just detected coming in from the facility's rear entrance. I've also received an update on our assignment from Seiron. The intruders are Yuito Sumeragi and new Himuga OSF members, and we are to eliminate them, no matter what.
Damn it! Of course they'd come now.
Seems like Seiron really wants Yuito dead. They must be desperate to eliminate the threat the Kunad Gate poses.
Eliminate them.
What are you going to do, Kasane?
We should kill him, to save the world. But I know I haven't been listening to anyone else. So maybe Yuito wants to talk to me, like all of you did.
Wait, one more thing. If we refuse this assignment, they said they would dispose of the research subjects in order to bury the evidence.
No! So we don't have a choice.
So they're taking Naomi as a hostage.
Yeah. And knowing that Naomi is your one soft spot, I probably would have done the same if I were them.
But can they really do that? She's still an important research subject to them. And there's no way Major General Karin would let them. He didn't want Yuito to be assassinated.
That may be true, but that still doesn't prove that Karin would protect Naomi. Although I can't picture him treating human-born others like mere objects either. However, this assignment came to us officially, which means there's a chance it came with Karin's approval.
They could also be bluffing.
What's important isn't whether or not they're bluffing. It's how certain we are they won't harm Naomi.
That's...
And it doesn't help that we've already failed one assassination attempt. This response seems natural if they suspect we have ulterior motives. It's not like we can break Naomi out and take her with us.
Does that mean we have no other choice but to fight Yuito?
Let's hide.
Are you serious? Naomi is in danger.
I know, but fighting them out in the open wouldn't be smart. We should hide in the next area and ambush them.
That would give us an excuse to leave here and would buy us some time to think.
Haruka, report our plan to them. We'll lie in wait for the intruders and stand by for an opportunity to attack.
Copy that. Good luck.
Lie in wait, huh? Okay then.
Yuito platoon is headed to the factory block as predicted. They will arrive in 30 seconds. We've been ordered to send the control system data to Seiron after we make contact with Yuito. In other words, they'll be monitoring your conversation. Be careful.
Understood.
Always those monitoring things.
Yuito platoon arriving in 5, 4, 3.
So we don't have a choice. Okay, let's do this. So, back at the lower level. Right next to the conveyor belts.
What is this facility?
It looks like some sort of assembly line.
Hey, those boxes. Aren't they the same ones from that transport truck we saw? What is it, Tsugumi?
Does it contain what I brought earlier?
A human head.
You've gotta be kidding me. All of these?
What in the world is this place?
Others are being held in this building. And others feed on human brains.
Even if that's the case, why does it seem like this factory processes the brains? I hate to say it, but couldn't they just toss in the whole head if they're just feeding them to the others?
This smell. Where is it coming from?
It does smell a little strange here. Almost like blood.
Those ampules!
Oh no, what?
I think I'm going to be sick.
This can't be real, right? Those were made by Spring Pharmaceuticals.
What do you want to do? Have you gotten your thoughts together yet?
There are no thoughts to get together. I don't have a choice. It's only an issue of resolve.
So, we have to fight.
If we don't, they're going to kill Naomi.
That's our assignment. Besides, if we let Yuito leave now, the public will find out about this place, and the Ampoules. Then they might stop all the research. What would become of Naomi if that happened? Either way, our only choice is to kill Yuito.
Have you thought about what the ampules contain?
Of course I have. But to be honest, just thinking about it won't solve anything.
Well, we have your answer.
Just listen to yourself. We should just tell them everything. Yuito will understand. He's way too forgiving. We should take advantage of that.
And then what? That would mean going against Seiran. If you have a way to save Naomi, then tell me.
I never said...
Okay, calm down, you two. What about fighting to a draw? We can just tell Seiran that we had to be careful we didn't damage this very important facility. Or something along those lines. Knowing the strength of Yuito Platoon, we should be able to convince the government that we tried our best, but couldn't beat them. However, they would get suspicious if they completely overpowered us. We'll have to fight like we mean it. This is the best idea I've got.
I can go along with that.
That's fine with me too.
Guys, you need to make contact with Yuito Platoon soon.
Let's go. Seiran will start to get suspicious if we wait any longer.
Damn it!
Looks like Kyoka couldn't lose you.
What is this?
I think you've already figured it out. This is Spring Pharmaceuticals' Seiran factory. To be more accurate, it's an other research facility they run jointly with the Seiran government.
They're using these heads to make their products.
Shiden, stay calm. Just concentrate on stopping Yuito.
Wait, let's talk. Hey!
There's no room to talk! There's no room
First
to
you don't tell me
talk!
why you're trying to kill me. Now you're trying to hide this cruel place. Don't you feel anything seeing what's going on here?
Sorry.
What are you all thinking?
Take this!
Is this?
Sorry.
Thanks, Tsunami.
I thought you were amazing since you were a cadet, Kasane. But now you're trying to kill Yuito and trying to hide this facility? What happened to you? This isn't like you.
That was close. Here we go!
Shut up! You don't know anything about anything. Then tell us. We don't know anything because you won't tell us anything.
Good.
Holy hell! Oh my god! It's way too much.
Why?
By any means.
Let's regroup.
Thanks a lot.
Don't resist. I need your help. Stop! Hey! Get
Don't get burned!
My drive.
Okay, Sheldon.
Just focus.
Hit it!
And I'm sorry, Sheldon,
I'm not done yet.
but you're kind of strong.
Why? Stop! Here we go! I need you, Gemma! Stop it!
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
Okay, number 1 is down. Next up is her.
Sorry.
Go, Yuito.
Against speed, there's only one possible solution. Oh god.
Let me borrow this! Hey! Let's go! Back off!
Oh god.
I'll help.
I'm using this, Segumi! Why?
Stop it! Leave! Let's go! I can't
Do you need help?
Come on, Arashi. I'm really sorry, but this has to happen. So, last one, Kasane.
Here we go!
My fault. Use this.
Sorry, I have to use this.
I'm not done yet!
1,
One more!
2, 3.
Hit it!
Come on. There was another one. Where is it? There was another one! I'm 100% sure. Need to give her some oil after all, in order to make this a little bit more handle for me. This charge attack combined with the normal. Oh god, never mind. The charge attack combined with the normal attacks
I don't have a choice.
Yuito, a member is in danger.
is actually really strong to have. And of course, Brain Crush.
Got me.
Oh no! Not now! Are you stupid?
You guys good?
Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Why are you guys always going into brain field when I was about to do a combo here, huh? It's just evil.
No!
Come on.
Yuito, remember down. Go support.
No!
Can't use my C attacks. There we go.
I'll help.
Come on!
Go, Yuito.
Bind with you, Lucas' power. You cannot escape.
Let's go! Here we go! There!
And a little bit of oil, just to make it, just to make it a little bit better.
My body.
Charge attack.
I need your help!
Combined with this.
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
go.
Snap out of it already! Making drugs out of human heads is crazy! We have to stop them!
But Naomi, she needs this.
What do you mean? What is this facility for?
That's...
You are not authorized to divulge any more information.
Shoot!
Are you the government official from before? I'm sorry, I was ordered to patch him through.
Please focus on eliminating the target. We promise you fair compensation for your efforts.
By compensation, you do mean Naomi's safety, correct? I want a clear answer that'll stay on the OSF transmission record.
Well...
Why aren't you answering? My bet is because you made this call on your own, without Major General Karin's permission.
There's been a change in plans. I am canceling your assignment. Await your next orders.
Communication with Seiran has been disconnected. We're not being monitored anymore.
I can't take this anymore. I'm telling them everything.
No, I will. This place is another research facility run jointly with Spring Pharmaceuticals, just like Arashi said. Human brains of people with powers are being brought here. A portion of them are transplanted into others to turn them into other weapons. The rest are turned into a medical solution to feed the others.
That's horrible.
Hey, are you really sure about Seiran? I know New Himuka has a lot of its own issues. It's not right that the government monitors everyone and controls all the information. But Seiran causing the uprising, that's just as messed up. Can we really let them get away with transplanting human brains into others, or processing the brains into drugs?
No, we can't, obviously. That being said, there are, in fact, some people who've been forced to accept it.
Like my brother.
And then there's Kasane. People whose loved ones have been turned into others. They depend on that medication. Human-born others can temporarily regain their senses when they take that medication, even letting them talk.
Does Karin have a family member that's been metamorphosed?
No, not a family member. Has Luca or Fubuki mentioned it?
Alice?
Yuito!
His brain is...
Yuito!
Yuito?
Is this happening because I used my power? My head is killing me!
Are you okay?
What's wrong? You look like you're in pain.
There's something wrong with Yuito's brain. He's beginning to show signs of speech and memory impairment whenever he uses his power.
I'm okay now. The pain is fading. This is...
Damn.
Sorry to interrupt, but you need to leave now so we can call this a draw. Hurry up or the others will come.
We should leave too. That okay with you, Kasane?
Yes.
Yuito, our assignment is complete. We should withdraw.
Yeah. We should get out of here as soon as possible.
I'm sorry. I heard from Haruka. It seems like a lot happened while we were gone.
If Yuito and his team left, shouldn't we be checking on a certain someone?
Yeah, we should.
That's right. Naomi! I'm coming, Naomi! Naomi!
Great.
We'll go check and see how Naomi's doing. What about you guys? Where are you?
We're close by, so let's meet up at Naomi's room.
Of course. Priorities first,
This is the first
sister
I've heard
goes
there was a
first.
communications log.
Very observant. That was just a bluff. Luckily, it fooled them. No.
Naomi!
I had no idea the drugs in the Ampoules were made from human brains.
So, you found out.
I heard a researcher. She said that Yuito and his team saw the heads.
Calm down, Naomi.
I can't do this anymore. If I had known it came from human brains, I would have told them no.
It's a cruel reality. But without these drugs, it wouldn't be possible to talk with you like this.
Yes, I know. But brains? That makes me no different from the others.
That's not true. You're still you.
Thank you. But I have to be honest. This is too much for me. I can't do it. I don't want to live if it means other people have to die.
Wait. I'll find a way to turn you back, so please don't give up.
I'm sorry. Please, I need to be alone.
Naomi.
You undisciplined rats. I know you can hear me. Get out of Naomi's room now.
Why are you interfering right now?
Major General Karin, you're here at the facility?
I'll tell you about the research they do here. Now get out of there so Naomi can calm down.
Let's go. I'll be back, Naomi.
I'm sorry, Kasane.
So, Seiron isn't as unified as I had thought.
First, I think you owe us rats an apology for stringing us along through all this.
Who owes who now?
Huh?
I don't care about an apology. Have you found a way to turn Naomi back? If she stays here, she's...
Not yet. I'll keep Naomi's psychological well-being in mind, but this facility is the best chance she has.
Even if we manage to pacify Naomi, she'll have to continue taking the Ampoules.
He'll be able to do it.
Why is Seiron conducting research like this? What are they planning on doing to others using human brains?
I suppose I should tell you what Seiron and Suo's true motives are.
They both have a true motive?
It all comes down to how each city views others and the Extinction Belt.
The Extinction Belt?
Suo wants to eliminate the Extinction Belt to stop the others, while Seiron believes they need the Extinction Belt. The differing views of the Extinction Belt is the root of Suo and Seiron's conflict.
I might not agree with their methods, but I can understand Suo's position. Seiron, on the other hand...
Why do they think the Extinction Belt is necessary? That's where the others come from.
Seiron is pursuing their counter-other research while avoiding the elimination of the Extinction Belt. Kagero, what do you think would happen if the Extinction Belt disappeared?
No idea. Why are you asking me?
Never mind. In any case, I don't care about what either side wants. More importantly, Kasane.
What?
What you did here was reckless.
I only did what I could for Naomi.
Seiron's threats aren't just a bargaining strategy. Watch what you leak to Yuito, and be careful you don't do anything that would put Naomi in danger.
Another message?
That's all for now.
No, we're not done here. We still have questions.
Remember your roles. That will help Naomi more than anything.
Oh, I don't like this dude. Seriously?
He looked like he was in a hurry. I wonder if something happened.
It's painstakingly obvious that Karen is still hiding information from us.
Listen, we've just been through a lot. I think we should go back to the hideout and get some rest.
Yeah, I guess that would be the best.
Yes. Hold on, Naomi. I promise I'm going to save you.
Welcome back, everyone.
You've come here as well.
I was afraid I might run into that government official if I went back to headquarters.
I'm sorry. Forcing the guy's hand by threatening to put him on the record must have put you in an awkward position.
His face was beet red. It was hilarious. If I saw him in person, I would have laughed right in his face.
Oh, I would have loved to see that. That bastard totally deserves it.
I can't leave Naomi there. I have to hurry and find a way to turn her back. Can I really rely on Karen?
You don't look so well.
Hey, you better not be thinking about running off on your own to save the day again.
No, don't worry. I'm not. Karen mentioned that my power was connected in some way to saving my sister.
He did mention that, didn't he? Sure didn't make an effort or even care to explain himself, though.
I thought with everything that happened at the other research facility, Naomi would be protected if I asked him. But now, I'm not so sure. There's still so much I don't know.
That's true. But to be honest, we barely know anything about the others.
That laboratory holding Naomi has the most advanced research on them.
So, there's something I've been wondering about that place. You know that truck that you escorted? Wasn't it from Togetsu?
Yes. While there were no records, judging from its route, there's no mistake it came from Togetsu.
Considering the cargo it was carrying, I feel like Togetsu must be connected to the other research somehow.
You're kidding, right? Togetsu is not that kind of place.
All right. You're from there and you follow their faith.
It's a religious community that worships the moon. I've never even heard them say anything about others.
But with all that cargo they're providing, they must be connected in some way or another. Togetsu has a long history, and managed to establish a different culture from Suo or Seiran. That alone sets it apart.
I think it's safe to assume that they have information that would prove useful to us.
I've never actually considered Togetsu before, but you might be onto something given the situation.
We might find a clue there that will help Naomi.
You're really going there? You won't find much. I can honestly say I don't know of any place less exciting.
What do you want to do?
Let's go to Togetsu.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Weren't you even listening? Karen told us not to do anything that'd upset Seiran.
But I don't fully trust him. If we don't know what he knows or what he's hiding, then we don't have a choice.
Then what about Naomi? It might not be a bluff next time.
Haruka, I have a favor to ask.
I'll keep an eye on Seiran and the research facility, and contact you if there's any change.
Aw, thanks, Haruka.
Thank you. I owe you one. Well, let's get ready to go to Togetsu.
Oh boy, I don't like the way this is going.
Wataru said he would report to Major General Fubuki for you.
Okay. Sorry. I know I should be the one to do it, but I'm just not feeling well.
What are you talking about? It's okay, don't worry about it. We all know how you feel. No, that's not exactly true. I can't understand how much pain you're in. I probably would have taken the ampule too if I were in your shoes. I know saying that won't help with whatever guilt or disgust you might be feeling.
Wait, does it mean the medicine of his was all... Oh god!
Thanks. I'm okay.
Oh!
The medication should be chemically processed, so consider them more like protein or amino acid supplements.
That's not going to make it better.
It may be unpleasant, but looking at them this way might help you come to terms with it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's just hard for me to do it.
I know it might be difficult, but whatever you do, don't throw them up.
What? You knew?
We saw it happen. You were outside the hideout. Oh, we're sorry.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I know it's not in my stomach anymore, but I just couldn't.
It's fine, but you have to fight through it. You can't make it a habit.
You're right. Besides, Naomi, it must be so much harder for her. Being turned into another is awful enough, but now she has to feed on these brains? I don't know where she is right now, or how she's doing. When I think about her, I know how much better off I am. If Naomi hasn't given up, then I can't either. I know I can get through it.
After you do get through it, you'll be able to help support Naomi when you see her again.
Yes, you're right. I need to get it together. I'm just wondering if New Himuka is stocking up on those ampules, knowing full well what they're made of. If that's the case, and they do indeed know, then they're going to have to answer to me. No, I have a feeling that New Himuka already knows everything. I just can't get myself to accept it.
I'm sorry.
Huh? You don't need to apologize. You have nothing to do with the hospital.
I know, but I just wanted to apologize. I want to look into the hospital and do something about it.
This is a tough position for the both of you.
You too, Luca. Everything Karin has done must be hard for you. Tsugumi had to see a lot of things she never wanted to as well. I think we've all had our fair share of suffering. But what's important is that we continue to support one another, right?
Yeah. Sorry I worried everyone, and thank you.